Hey everyone, so today I'm going to go over how to get leads through Instagram. This is pretty easy, honestly, and I'm super excited about today because we had just finished creating our Instagram automation tool that you'll get access to through this video. So anyways, let's just get started. The first thing I'm going to cover is your profile. So when I go to my profile, it's not that optimized. And I'm going to give you some tips on optimization that I don't currently do. So do as I say, not as I do. But I say these because this is kind of how these are the best options. I currently don't use Instagram that much because I just haven't even been on Instagram in the last year. This is my last post, which was a year ago. And just because it wasn't like a valuable tool for me, right? It just wasted my time. But now that I use it for business, I'll probably be on it a lot more just because for business purposes, like Facebook. I don't really use Facebook for anything other than business, and I get a lot of money from Facebook for business purposes. So it's pretty cool, and this would be a really good way for most of you to get leads through here. I have had a lot of people reach out to me asking me, can we figure out Instagram? Like, can you have Instagram automation or whatever? And I've done some things in the past to be able to do Instagram automation, but they have just been kind of complicated for you as an end user to use. But today, I finally have figured out a way to create my own Chrome extension so that you can just easily use this little tool to automate your Instagram outreach so you don't have to sit here and send 100 messages a day. So anyways, let's just get started. We have profile. Now, this isn't optimized, but I will show you an optimized profile that I like. So I'm going to do Chase Real. This is my friend. He does, I don't know. I really don't know. I just actually saw his stuff today because I don't use Instagram that much, but I saw that, he was a little more optimized, and he is a real estate agent, it looks like, for millennials, 4th gen, I don't know what that means, native, crypto, certified, gotta love crypto. And as you can see, all of his content is based around what he does, and so he has just all this random content around what he does. Another guy that does this really well is just Jason Capital, and he was like one of the first courses I bought when I was really new to this, and he targets the brand new guys. And so I bought his course around Instagram stuff, and he just constantly posts stuff about, whatever about his offer. And then he's got an optimized the thing, the bio. And for me, I use Facebook, so I can kind of show you my Facebook's a little more optimized, where I have, hey, I help agencies get 40 qualified appointments per month on autopilot, and then I have content related to my offer and what I do so that people can look at this and they can get an idea of how it works, or I set myself up as an authority. So when you're reaching out to people, you want to look like an authority because they want to have certainty in their mind. They want to be certain that you know what you're talking about. So if I reach out to you and I'm just using a personal profile, then it doesn't look as certain. It doesn't look like I'm just a random human that's reaching out to you, or I'm a hacked account, And so what we want to do is, when we want to use automation without looking automated, we want to be a bot and not look like a bot. So the way that we can do that on our Instagram profile is, one, have an account that is a little over a year old. Have content that's older in your profile so that it doesn't look like you just started yesterday. And so if I have content here that's from years and years ago, then it looks like I'm a little more established person. I'm not just some we have these fly by night accounts that will just come in. They have 9 posts and they're all from this week, and it'll just be like, buy crypto this, crypto that, and it's just random posts that very much look like they were copy and paste from something else. And so they claim that they're an expert within their bio, and so it obviously looks fake. And so what we can do is have content. If we have content for over a year, then obviously it doesn't look fake. So that's the first thing. And the second thing is just optimizing your bio. So I would just put your bio that I talk about in the Facebook profile. I have a separate video about how to create a cold message or your offer, and you can watch that video to kind of get a better understanding of the offer that you want to say. There's also the $100 million offers is a great book on how to create your offer, a decent offer. And I'll also link another video below on creating a good offer that I watched the other day that was actually really good. So all those things that you can use to create a decent offer and put that in your bio. So that is another thing. You just want to put your bio in there. And then also you want to have at least a decent amount of followers. It doesn't have to be thousands, but at least a couple hundred so that you look like an authority. Now, as you can see, I'm kind of doing the opposite of all these, other than I have content from years ago, but it's not content relevant to my niche. I don't have a bio that's relevant to my niche. I don't have plenty of followers. The only thing that's good is I have a decent photo. And I do have a solution for myself. I will probably start using, I have this other account. I used to be really big into Instagram automation, Instagram growth, and what is it called? Film. So this is one of my accounts that I had back in the day. And as you can see, I haven't updated it in a while because it says I'm still 19. I'm 21 now. So this is just a whole bunch of content around like videos and cameras and stuff. And that's what I was really into back then. And that's why all my videos look good, because I have a good camera. And yeah, I just kind of put this out for that. And I had at one point 14,000 followers, but since I haven't posted in like years, yeah, it's just, gone stagnant. And so the goal around this really is just to start posting content that's more relevant to what I do. And then also I can just change the name and I can change the bio to something that's more relevant to my industry. And so now I have posts from over a year ago. I look like an authority because I have over like almost 10,000 followers. And, it looks decent, right? It'll look a little more decent than what I currently have going on. Now, let's just say you don't have access to this. You don't want to use a personal profile for reaching out to people. And you don't have an account with 10,000 followers just sitting in your, in your account. So, you don't have access to this. So what you can do is there is a website called FameSwap that you can sign up for. It's free, but you can pay for accounts that you can buy for the purpose of using it for your business stuff. And so you can go to Instagram and I looked up right here, luxury and motivation. And so all these accounts are around luxury and motivation. And you can see that you can get pretty good, decent sized accounts for $100. And these $100 accounts right here, we have Wizard, whatever, I don't know what that is, but they don't tell you the account name. If you buy them, obviously you'll get the account name and everything and the login credentials. But, most of them are like $100 for 10,000 followers. And so you can easily just pick up one of these accounts. It'll have content from over a year ago, and you'll be able to see all the content and also be able to post your relevant new stuff and then change the profile accordingly, and then you'll have those followers right there. So this is a good method if you want to just get access to something that's a little more trustworthy, because the thing about people is that they want social proof. They want to know that you have the results and you've done it before. And so I wouldn't be a very good salesperson if I didn't say that I was actually getting leads through Instagram, and I was just teaching you all this and it wasn't actually working for me, but it is actually working for me. And so that's the thing, I have to have some sort of social proof. I have proof that this actually exists. So if you have 10,000 followers, it's like, oh, hey, well, if 10,000 people also follow him, then I should follow him as well. And it's just kind of builds and builds and builds. And that's where this exponential curve comes in your followers. But anyways, I'm not going to get into that. Here we go. So optimize your profile. But again, you don't really need to, because I've been using just my personal profile and I've been getting leads through it just by sending out random messages. And as you can see, I've got one guy that said, I didn't hear from you. Hello, how can I help you? Hey, people that are interested in booking a call with me. Now I've sent a whole bunch of messages, but yeah, so I've had quite a few leads come through on Instagram, and obviously some of these are just in random other languages, but let's just see what this guy said. Hey, I can bring you 40, blah, blah, blah. Yes, let me know if you're ready for a call. Hey, I didn't hear from you. So this guy's following up with me rather than me following up with him. Same, how can I help you? Let's see. This guy, hey, blah, blah, blah. Why 40? Because 41 is too much. Haha. I sent this. He hasn't responded. So let's call that a dead lead. Maybe this one. Let's see. Yeah. Blank. You got my attention. I say this. I see. You free chat next week? Sure. Send a link. So pretty easy to get leads through this, and you just set it up for the day, and then you just forget it. It's so awesome. It's so easy. It's kind of like the Instagram or the Facebook automation, but I think it's honestly easier to use, and you kind of get a better response rate. For me, I found that I'm getting a little more responses from this Instagram automation. So now we're going to go into finding your audience. So we've kind of gone over the profile, and now we want to find the audience that we want to reach out to. So the first thing is, who, obviously, do we need to reach out to? So for me, if I'm targeting real estate agents, then I would probably say RE agents and look up a hashtag RE agent. Let's do that, hashtag RE agent. And then we have, for some reason this is giving me hashtag RE agent. Let's just do hashtag real estate agents. Please load for me. There we go. Awesome. All right. So we have all these people that are obviously real estate agents that are posting on these profiles, which is amazing because then we can just reach out to these people. Now, obviously, this only works if you're targeting like a global market or, people that you can help almost anywhere, and you're not subject to a certain location. You obviously want those type of things. The way around that is, let's just say you have a very specific industry, you're only targeting a specific type of people. There is ways to get data that has people's Instagram profiles, so you can get like their first name, last name, email, phone number, LinkedIn profile, Facebook profile, and then Instagram profile. I'm actually building out my own tool to do that whole thing. Not a lot of tools can do that, and it's kind of complicated, but it is possible. And so you can use these multiple touch points to reach out to somebody. So you can say, you can reach out to them on their email, then LinkedIn, and then all these platforms. But that's for another time. But so this only, as of currently, this automation tool would only really work for like a global market. So people that you can, or just obviously a lot of people are posting from the US. So you can, for me, I can help people throughout the earth, right? It's weird to say. And, it's pretty easy to copy and paste my formula for anyone that lives anywhere, right? So I have people from all over the country, or not the country, the world. That's pretty interesting. I've helped people all over the world. Hey, but anyways, here we go. Just random real estate agents. These are people that are in my target market. So we can use this hashtag as someone to reach out to. So how do we find our audience? We start with hashtags. Now, if let's say that there is no real hashtag of people posting in this industry, let's say you're doing maybe B2C and it's not as easy to find that audience. Let's just say you're trying to help people that have ADHD and you're trying to help them be more mindful of their ADHD. Or if you do life coaching, it's like people aren't posting stuff saying, hey, I need help life coaching. The only people that are posting in that hashtag are life coaches, right? So if I look up the hashtag life coach, I'm going to find life coaches. And so if you're B2B, that helps you out a lot because you can target those life coaches. But if you're B2C, trying to get people that need help with life coaching, then it doesn't really help you. So what you can do for helping you find people, let's do life coach. Okay, I don't know if this lady teaches life coaching. Ready to blow your mind. All right. Let's just look up life coach, hashtag life coach. So if you're trying to target someone that's it's a little harder to get the audience, rather than just looking up the hashtag, the thing that you can do is find someone that's already doing what you do, right? So we have people that are our competition. Just blend, blah, blah. Okay, maybe this is a good one. Developer claim, uncertified, unqualified. Okay, so I don't know if this guy's a life coach. I'm just going to act like he is. But let's just say this guy is a life coach and he is targeting our audience. Or even if we went back to that Chase dude, right? My friend Chase. Chase real estate, right? If I was selling houses in the Florida real estate market, then, I could target this guy's followers. So they got people that are following this guy are people in my audience. So how about I target people that also follow Chase? And so I can use this guy's follower list and reach out to them specifically. And this is all a part of the automation as well. So I'll try to show you how that works. But you can, or Jason Capital, back to him. Alex Ramosi. I don't even actually follow Alex. I'll say Alex. Can I spell his name right? Ramosi. Is that how you spell it? Alex? Nope, I'm sure that's not how you spell it. So let's just go back to Jason Capital. I'm the worst speller on the planet. Anyways, here we go. Jason Capital. Let's say this guy's targeting, he's a millionaire by 24 ads, blah, 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 funnels, conversions, and student for life, right? Whatever he's selling, I know at one point he's really selling, I usually eat 13 bananas a day. What the heck is this, dude? He sells to like people that are in a younger audience, people that are just starting out. So let's just say that was my audience. Then I can target him directly by just going to his followers and just reaching directly out to his followers. Now this guy's a little more broad, right? He has 2.4 million followers, so maybe not the best person to target. But if we had someone that was specifically in our market doing the exact same thing that we're doing or selling kind of the exact same thing, we can target their followers. That's another way that we can find our audience. So for people that are doing more B2B stuff, you have a broader market, you can just do it by hashtag. For people that have a narrower market or even B2C stuff, you can do it by using someone or leveraging someone that already targets who you're trying to reach out to. So anyways, let us get started on actually working on the automations. Now, what we want to do first is we want to have a message that we want to send to these people. So if you haven't watched my video about how to craft your cold message, you can find that somewhere on the internet. I'll probably try to link it below on how you can craft your cold message. And that's very important because we want to have something that's very, that looks human, that gets their attention and gets them to say, yes, I'm interested. Just like the guy that we looked at a little earlier. I don't know if I'll be able to find him, but he said, that he was interested. And let's just see, I think this one, yeah. You got my attention, right? We want that. How do we get people's attention? And so I show you in that video how to craft your cold message, but I'm just going to go over some of my examples in this video right here. I'm just going to, go right here. You saw my cat. If I said I can bring you 40 qualified appointments per month, would you be interested? I know you probably get pitched a lot, but I just wanted to reach out to see if you're interested in getting 40 appointments per month on Untitled. So these are all messages that I use on Facebook, and so I'm just kind of recreating them for Instagram. In that video, I talk about Facebook and how I use Facebook and Facebook, LinkedIn, SMS, and email. And so you kind of want to use the same framework that you would on Facebook for this method. So, anyways, these are like the 3 messages that I would use. So I've got these locked and loaded, ready to go. And this is what I'm going to use for Instagram. And so I talk about it in that video. So if you don't know how to craft a cold message, you can watch that video after we finish this one. So next thing we want to do is, we went over profile, finding your audience, the message that you want to send, and then we want to actually start sending messages. So now it's getting into the nitty gritty and actually doing the automation. So this is the best part because it's so easy to do. The first thing we want to do, if we're targeting people in a specific hashtag, B2B, then first thing we want to do is we want to use this tool called IG, I forget what it's called. Let's look. GrowthMan IG Email Saver. So it actually helps you find emails and phone numbers of people's Instagram accounts. Now, we're not really using it for that, but that's actually a really cool feature that it allows you to do. But it gives you a couple different options here. The first thing is extract followers of a certain person. So that's what you would do if you're targeting like the B2C thing, or if you're targeting people that, I want to target someone that follows this person. So I want to target people that follow Jason Capital or that follow that Chase dude that we looked up. I want to target those people. And to do that, we just can put in here Jason Capital, and it'll start extracting the followers of that person. Now, this is a paid tool. You can pay for it, but you every day your limit is 500. If you're not paying for it, your limit is 500, which is plenty because we only really need 100 per day because we can only reach out to 100 people per day on Instagram. It's usually between 50 and 100. I would start off with probably 25 and kind of ramp your way up to 50, maybe like 5 per day, increase every 3 days, right? So 25, 25, 25, 30, 30, 30, increase it 5 per day every 3 days. And just kind of ramp it up slowly over time, and you can probably get up to the 75, 80 messages per day on there. And we just don't want to get into the spam, folder thing, so don't do that. So anyways, you can look up a certain person and then extract all the people that are in that person's follower group. But what we're going to do today is we're going to look at the hashtag. And so basically you can look up any hashtag in here and it'll start scraping people that have posted recently within that hashtag. So we can look up a real estate agent. And if I click, now we can choose a number of people. Now I'm going to do let's just say 300 and extract profiles, yes. And then wait interval 5 seconds. So basically it's going to use your account to find these people. You won't see really what's going on, but it'll just show you the list as they come through. But we don't want to get banned on Instagram. So if we do it to 1 second, it's going to scrape a person every 1 second. But Instagram will start seeing we have this really rapid activity, so it won't look as human. So we just want to keep it at 5 seconds or even more. So I'm just going to keep it at 5, 6, whatever. Click, go, awesome. So now it's going to start finding people with the hashtag real estate agent that have posted recently within real estate agents. And so as you can see, one person loaded in here. And it's just going to load a person every 5 seconds, and then we can just let this sit and run. Now we have this these two tabs open. Whenever you click it, it opens a tab, right? It opens an Instagram tab. So you do not want to close that Instagram tab because it'll stop running if you close the Instagram tab. We're just going to wait for this to, usually you would wait for this to get to 100 people. I'm not going to wait that long, but we'll just wait till it gets to like 10. And then I'll show you kind of what you can do from here. Now, I think if you export as XLSX, that costs money, or like you have to pay for the upgrade to export as a Excel file. And but what doesn't cost money is you can just copy it. You can copy the whole sheet that is currently here. So we're almost here. We're at 7 profiles. We're going to get to 10. You can also see the rows or people, the amount of people that are in this. It's just 5, and so we want to change this to all, and so it'll show us all the people that has currently scraped right here. Okay, so 8, getting closer, getting closer, getting closer. 9, and one more. 10. Awesome. So now I can just click copy right there. So now we copied it and we can go paste it in Google Sheets. So now I have this right here, which I created for you, and you can copy this sheet and save it yourself by doing this, file, and make a copy. And then it's going to say this thing right here, app scripts file and functionality also be copied. Please review the attached scripts. And so you want to copy these app scripts because these help you out a lot, and I'll show you what it looks like. And so we just want to make a copy, and we can copy it to our own drive. So, but what you do from here is that we have, IG or code leads, IG bot, and we just want to click here on the second row, and we're going to paste here. So I'm going to right click, paste. So copied all of them. Now it's going to paste all our stuff. Cool. So now we have all the data that it gave us. So we have the IG profile number. I'm not sure what that is. The username, the full name, the avatar picture. It gives you a screenshot of the avatar. It's pretty insane. So I'm not really sure how this works, but I never really used this. All right, cool. So it shows you the picture there, which you could use that in your outreach. I'm not sure what you could use that for, but the amount of followers that they have, this is also really cool because you can do filters and filter by the amount of followers, the amount of people that they're following, their public email that is on display, how many posts that they have, and then the country code. And so you can also reach out to these people by SMS. And these actually phone numbers work really well for SMS because they are they're phone numbers that are meant to be texted, right? If someone puts their phone number on Instagram, usually they're like, hey, text this number for this. And so it's really good for that. City, address, and so that you can obviously target people that are in the US or, And is it private? No. Verified? No. Is it a business profile? Yes. External URL, biography. And so you have all this stuff, which is really cool. You have YouTube channels and just a lot of people that use Linktree. Anyways, so this is really cool because we can target people. I can create a filter here, boom, and I can target people over a certain amount. So by condition, oops, let's see if I can, filter by condition. Sorry, dude, come on. All right, filter by condition. And is more than, or is less than, is greater than. All right. So we can say is greater than 1,000 followers. So we want people that only have more than 1,000 followers, and click OK. And boom, we only have one person in here, but it'll change it to where it's only targeting the people with over 1,000 followers. And so that's really cool if we want to, narrow down our targeting here. We can create all types of filters for this stuff. Follow. Well, we probably should have done it for here, over here. But yeah, same thing. We just create the filter and by condition, and we only want to target people. This is so frustrating. Oh my goodness. All right. By condition here, greater than 1,000. All right. So these are people with over 1,000 followers. And so we can just target these people. Anyways, sorry I went on that little rant. I just had to get my point across. And we're going to click OK. And so now what we can do is we can reach out to these people with our Instagram automation. But the first thing we need to do is we need to make sure that these usernames are ready to go in order for us to send. So by that, I mean, if I just copied and pasted this list, what you want to do is you just copy this list, and I click this and you copy, and you paste it into the automation. But the problem is if you don't have a comma in there, then it's not going to be able to separate the persons or the people. And so we need to make sure that there's a comma in between each individual person. So now what you don't want to do is just go like this and click comma, because that takes a long time. And if you have over 100 people in here, then that's not ideal. So what I created for you is if you just go into extensions, go to macros and click IG bot usernames, click that, boom. It's going to automatically add them right there. and then it's going to automatically add a comma to the people, right? So as you can see, oops, if I open this up, we have comma, 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 comma. So now it's ready to go in order for us to send to these people. So pretty awesome, and you can use that right in there. Now, let's go into actually getting our automation set up and running. So again, you want to download this automation. It's going to be in the description below. It is just to find the email addresses, free to use for the first 500 people per day, and you don't need any more than that. So that's that. And then the next thing we want to do is we want to download our custom Chrome extension for IG automation that I was able to create with a developer, and I'm just really excited about this. So it's funny, I don't even have this set up yet. Here we go. It's gonna be in your downloads, right? So I'll have a link below. You'll download it, and it's gonna be called, Cold Leads IG Bot. What you're gonna do is it's gonna come in as a zip folder. So what you want to do is right click it and then push extract all, and then it's gonna pop up this little puppy, and then you just want to click extract, and then it's gonna show up in here as a folder. So we'll wait for this to get done, and boom, there it is. All right, and it's right here, IG Cold Leads IG Bots. Let's see if this is all right. Cool. Boom, right there. So we want to take that now and we want to upload it into Google Chrome extensions. So what we have to do is just click your Chrome extensions little thing right there, click Manage Extensions, and then click Load Unpacked. And so what this will allow you to do is I'm going to go into Downloads, and you want to select the folder that it's in. So it's in this one, Cold Leads IG Bot. I'm going to click that. And that's kind of annoying. That happened the first time for me as well. We're going to click it again. I'm sorry, and then click Build right there. Select. All right, cool. There we go. All right, so now we have Cold Leads IG Bot. Woohoo! Let's go. All right. And then we're going to click up here, and then we're going to just save it to our, here we go, Cold Leads IG Bot right there. It's going to save right there on our, I don't know what this is called, pin it to the top, whatever, pin it to the taskbar. All right, so now it's pinned to the taskbar, and now we can actually start using our automation. So the first thing is I want to show you this little trick, this hack, because you're going to want to, you have to copy this list, and you also have to copy these, And so what I do is if you just copy these, so I'm going to do this, you can push Control-C or copy, right? Copied all that. And then I also want to copy everything in here. And so if I click Control-C or copy this as well, Control-C, Control-C, right? And you might say, okay, well, I would only be able to copy this one. But if you push the Windows key, or I think the Command key or whatever it is on the Mac, and you push that and then you push V at the same time, it's going to give you all the things that you recently just copied, and then you can paste it. And so we have our list, and we have our 3 different messages that we just copied right here. So we can use that in a minute. But I just copied our list here, and then we also copied this. And now we're going to open our Instagram automation. So we're going to open Cold Leads IG Bot, and then we have our usernames here. So we want to paste our usernames. And the way that we're going to do that is we're going to, again, we would just copy these, which I already did. And then we're going to paste them in here. And push Windows key V, and I'm going to find the one with all the names. Boom, right there. And there we go. All the names are in there. The max number of users we have between 0 and 100 per day. So I'm just going to set it to 50. Then we have our custom message. Now I'm going to do Command V again, and we're going to, Windows key V, put our message in there, and then add a comma, I think, or let's just do Enter. When you press Enter, it saves it in there. Now if I click out of it and click back in it, it saves everything. That's dope. Anyways, I didn't even know I did that. So we're going to do it again. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think we did the first one. We'll do the second one. Boom. All right. Then we'll do the third one right there, and click Enter. Awesome. So now we have our 3 different messages. So what it's going to do is it's going to rotate through those 3 different messages, so it doesn't look like we're sending the same thing every single time, just so that there's some variables in there, or some differentiation that happens, so that Instagram doesn't think that we're just a bot, right? So the goal is to use the bot and not look like a bot. Okay. Then we have time intervals. So we want this to be a little random, and we want to be able to, I would probably set this between 5 minutes, or like 3 to 5 minutes. So every 3 to 5 minutes, it's going to send a message, and it's going to reach out to people. And so it's going to send a message, then stop, wait 3 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes in between there, just so it looks a little more human. So it's going to, maybe one time it'll do 3 minutes, one time it'll do 5 minutes, one time it'll do 4 minutes, just so that it's not like consistently 3 minutes on the dot every single time. Because again, we want to use the bot, not look like a bot. So do a little more human-like, set it to 3 to 5 minutes, and then we're going to click run. And so now it's going to open Instagram, and it's going to open the person, it's going to click follow, and then it's going to send them a message. And that message is going to be, hey, I just want to see if you're interested in blah, 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 blah. And it'll message them whatever. But in this case, it's not going to message them because I added a feature that no other tool has, which is if it already sent a message, it won't send the message again. So if a message is already here, it's not going to send a message again. But yeah, anyways, actually, I think, well, never mind. This one was sent right now, so that was stupid of me. But so it did it really fast. Anyways, but I did have it add a feature to where, okay, if this guy was in our list, right, so this guy accidentally showed back up in our list of all the people that we want to reach out to, and, you know, we don't want to have any duplicates, or we don't want to reach out to the same person twice. It's going to read through this and see if I already sent a message, don't send another message. And so it's going to skip that person and move on to the next person. So I just want to make sure you're aware of that because it's a pretty cool feature. But all you have to do is nothing now. Like you don't have to do anything. You don't want to click run again because it's not going to really do anything for you. And you can just do whatever you want. You just want to make sure that this Instagram tab stays open. So you can just do whatever you want on any other tab, but this tab needs to stay open, and it's just going to continue to do its thing. Every 3 to 5 minutes, it'll send a message. And I'm just going to set it to, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to close the tab, open it back up, and then I'm going to do every 1 minute, just so that hopefully it can go faster. We'll see if this works. Boom. Gets that person, and then sends them a message. Oops. Yeah, okay, there we go. So I think it already sent them a message. Oh, no, here we go, sorry. It's just doing it really fast. All right, so now I can go to here, go here, go here. I'm going to see if it still sends messages. Oops, nice. All right. Boom, boom. Whatever, I'm just using all my other tools. I'm going to go back into here. I'm going to stop this by closing it out. And then I'm going to look at my messages. And as you can see, it was able to send to all those people. Awesome. That's it. Obviously, you don't want to do it that fast because you don't want to get banned from Instagram. I just did it right there for a test. But it'll allow you to send these messages on autopilot all day. So anyways, that's how you use this tool. Now, when it comes to reaching out to people, you want to, if someone says, yes, I'm interested, I can show you like a perfect conversation here. Let's see. The one that I was showing you earlier today, the Surge guy. Yeah, you got my attention. So whenever someone says, yes, I'm interested, or how does it work, or anything like that, I like to follow up with a message saying, hello, I do this. I use Instagram, email, SMS, Facebook, LinkedIn to reach out to your target audience, follow up with leads until they respond, and then I send the qualified leads your way, something like that. And then I ask a qualifying question after that. Now for you just want, if anyone says, yes, I'm interested, how does it work, or who is this, what do you do, then you want to give a little more information about how your program works, or what you do, and like how you help people. And then you can give them kind of a little rundown, like I do here, about how it works. And so I go into the features rather than the benefits. So the first thing I tell about is the benefit of, hey, you get 40 qualified appointments per month. That's the benefit. But then the features go into like, hey, I use this, that, and the other to reach out to people. And so I go a little bit into the features. Now, usually features don't sell, but I just kind of explain my offer a little more in my second follow-up message. And I do this all the time across all different channels. I just say, hey, I do this, that, and the other. And then I ask them some qualifying questions. Qualifying questions are usually, hey, who do you target? But let's say I go to their profile and I know who they target. But in this case, I don't. But let's just say they target real estate agents. I can go to them and say, instead of who do you target, I'll say you target real estate agents. Just so I look like I actually looking at their profile and I know who they are. But for you, it might be different. Like, let's just say you're targeting e-com, reach out to Shopify store owners, and they say, yes, I'm interested. How does it work? And you say, yeah, well, what we do is we use Facebook ads to reach out to your target audience. We have this custom reply tracking. We have this custom domain tracking that we can retarget people with, and we can use native ads on top of that. And so you guys sell purses and clothes, or whatever the qualifying question is, or how much are you guys doing currently, or what's your ad spend currently? Just use that qualifying question right there, just so that they're qualified before you hop on a call with them, so that you're not wasting your time. And then we'll go back to our messages here. And it says, I see you're free to chat next week. And so if they say that they're interested, but obviously this guy, I think he was just responding, so I just wanted to show you this conversation. But he would have said, right, I target this company and that company. I said, oh, okay, great. Are you free to chat sometime next week? Or I just kind of go deeper into, the qualifying question. So if they say, yeah, we're making $10,000 a month, but we're looking to scale, and I say, oh, okay, great. Well, how about, what is this? How does this work? How does that work? Just more qualifying questions. Then I say, great, are you free to chat? Usually on Instagram and Facebook, they like to have a little bit more conversation, so you can go into a little bit in depth in the conversation about how it works, or they'll just ask you different questions that they normally would ask on a call or something. And so you can just kind of answer those questions on the spot and then get them on a booked call. And so I have a custom link here, which is pretty cool. It's not showing the image, but if I click on it, it's going to have his name, or this his profile name at least, inside of the link, and then they can just pick a time whenever. So that's how it works. And that is it. That is the Instagram automation tool. I hope this was helpful for you. I'm super excited about this. You can go ahead and download it in the description below, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.